Made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into. Shamo, about that money, get residuals. Shamo.
What it do, people? You're now tuned in.
Popovich
TV.
TV. Oh yeah.
We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. To everybody else, you already know. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. And we in the end game because today's Saturday, yesterday was Friday. Obviously, I normally do my show on Friday, but we was out dancing. I was a dancing machine. And shout outs to all the Virgos, you know what I mean? Because Nas said, freedom of jail clips inserted, a baby's being born, same time a man's murdered, the beginning and end. And what are we talking about? Talking about life, and we talking about death, right? And last night we was out celebrating life. All the Virgos, big Virgos, you know what I mean? Virgo season. And my lady's a Virgo, my aunt is a Virgo, whose birthday we was celebrating. My nigga Blackface a Virgo, Sherry a Virgo, my nigga Famous is a Virgo. And if you follow the channel, I appreciate you, but then you know that in my family or in my circle, I got a lot of Capricorns. Like, it's overwhelming. Scorpios, we the best. But I got a lot of Capricorns in the circle, and right under that is the Virgo. So we was in Harlem having a good time. The Victoria Hotel. Second time being there, but the first time was just like in the bar area. This time we was on the rooftop having fun and shit. Had a good time. The ambiance was nice. Shout outs to Mike. And while I quoted the Nas line, freedom of jail clips inserted, a baby's being born, same time a man's murdered, the beginning and end. We also in the end game because while we was doing the two-step and, you know what I mean, right foot one time, left foot one time, while we was doing that and people are having a good time and they celebrating more life, other people are dying. And last night in hip-hop, or today rather, last night was FATMAN Scoop, you know, falling off the stage or falling down on the stage, etc. He had a medical emergency, and then ultimately today, when you click on the news, we find out that he lost his life. And whatever happened with him medically, I don't know. You know, I'm not the coroner and I'm not a doctor. He lost his life, and the Most High said, "Come, my child, it's time to come back over here." And you know, a lot of times, because you the star in your own movie, you the star in your own life, while you having a good time and you celebrating, other people is in pain. Other people are going through things that you only know about them when you going through them. And when you going through them, they celebrating. And that's why it's like that. And I want to speak about, obviously, FATMAN Scoop, Brooklyn Clan, FATMAN Scoop, like all the people that you hear coming out now talking about him. They obviously talking about him in a pleasant light, in a loving light. Humble, good brother. I met Scoop before obviously out of Harlem. You know what I mean? Isaac FreeMaN is his real name. And I want to speak about it. One, obviously, we never know when we're going to be out of here. When your record deal, video out of here, your Mercedes Benz and your Range Rover, all that shit out of here. Your kids, your grandkids, your PhD, your job at the law firm, your doctor degree, whatever you got going, you're out of here. And a lot of people, and it's not nothing wrong with it, you know, especially like people that's in the public eye. You know, you're an athlete of the highest form and you're the best around. You're an actor, you know, whoever you are, right? When they give the speeches, when they give the acceptance, you know, when they're accepting these awards, what's some of the first things they say? Say God, right? Put God first. Couldn't be here without God and the Most High. Some of them say Jesus Christ, Astaghfirullah. Some of them say the Most High, right? Or, you know, whatever it is, Jah and, you know, Joshua and or Yahweh or whatever it is, right? That you believe. Then it's the family. Then it's, you know what I mean, the people that helped me to get here. And rightfully so. Because, you know, we all here in the twinkling of an eye. Some Thanos shit, like with one snap, I can just snap my fingers and half of existence will cease to exist. And although that may sound frightening, as he say in the movie, you can run from it, you can dread it, But destiny arrives all the same and for all of us. And we all got an expiration date. But what are you doing between the dash? Because some people will remember, right, in the end game, when they're like, I hope they remember you. You have my respect. And some of us, when we go, unfortunately, because of the life that we live, we not thought about after the body is put in the ground. Even before that, in the funeral, people on their phone. Have you ever, I've just been to a recent funeral, maybe like a month and a half ago, right? People on their phone, they want to Instagram it, they want to show it off, and you're gone. Your closet get cleaned out. The shoes you thought was fire, you only wore them twice. Somebody don't even care about them shits. Them shits is trash to them. They go in the garbage. They go to the homeless. They go to Goodwill. Whatever little trinkets and shit you got in your house that you thought was important, to somebody else it doesn't mean anything. And it's thrown in the trash. They moving in your crib, right? And so you realize, for some of us, right, if you live long enough, hopefully, that family is the most important. That, like the Stylistics once sung, is it the Stylistics? I think it is the Stylistics. People make the world go round. Like, people make the world go round. Relationships and cherishing those moments, because whether you live to be 83 or 53, like FATMAN Scoop, and a lot of people will be like, oh, wait a minute. That's young in life, right? And just to put some perspective, if you will, because I know everybody don't have the same belief that I have, and that's fine. Just like I don't believe a lot of shit that y'all believe. It says that one day in our life is like 1,000 to the Most High. So you live 40 years, 50 years, that's a long time. You lived a lot of thousands of years in the Lord's eye. So it's like, nah, you come with me at 12 years old, 11 years old, like those two little kids that killed themselves on live. I think they was cousins, Karan, and I can't think of the girl name. And she killed him first, then she ended up picking up the gun, or the gun dropped, pop, pop, killed her. It don't matter if you 5 years old, or you like the people in Palestine and you getting bombed, or you live to be 80. You live to be 110. Like, we see some of the people that they put on the news, like, oh, celebrating his 105th birthday. You still out of here. And do you ever think about when you out of here? And then you think about some of the people who their relationships, whether it's with family, whether it's with friends or associates, it's always in a disarray. It's always me against the world on some Tupac shit. And you say when they're gone, a lot of people don't reverence them. Or they don't have barbecues or memorials. And so I just want people to think about that, because again, while you celebrating, while you was out like I was last night, celebrating and having a good time, he had this incident, and then when you wake up, when the Most High bless you with life today, because today is a gift, and you see in the news like, oh shit, FATMAN Scoop died, 53 years old. So condolences to his family, and rest in peace. He will be missed, obviously, in the hip hop community. Now let's get to some hip hop as far as he's concerned, right? To a lot of these new artists, and what you can learn from him, what you can take from him. You hear all the songs, you got a $50 bill, put your hands up, and all of the songs that he got, right? And whether you classify him as a DJ, a hype man, inspire a lot of other people. And I would throw Swiss in there. Obviously, a extraordinary producer, in my opinion. Swiss Beats is up there. Got a lot of classics under his belt, where you can make riding in my drop top with my jury on, like little simple songs. And you hear like a lot of the rappers that's out now, they don't got no hits like FATMAN Scoop. Can't even come close. And you hear KRS-One, and obviously he might be old school to a lot of you, but he like, forget flow for flow. Let's go show for show. And let's see who can rock a crowd. Let's see who can have the crowd dancing all night. Let's see who can rock the crowd the longest. Let's see who can keep people out of their seats the longest. When you put somebody up like FATMAN Scoop, who's not considered an artist, a rapper, right? And they do a verses, let's say, with a lot of these, some of the people y'all like. He'll put on his joints, FATMAN Scoop, Crooklyn Clan, FATMAN, and all that, to the beans, and then you'll put your songs on, and nobody will move a muscle. We'll just be looking, and looking like, all right, maybe bopping the head a little bit if it's a hitting beat, but you ain't rocking the crowd. Nigga ain't getting on those skates and rocking out. You ain't going up to a joint and, you know what I mean, doing a little WAP and all that, or whatever it is that you doing on the dance floor. And like 50 said, you know, we just a little two-step in the club. You can't even do that to all. Like you putting out bullshit after bullshit, then you throwing more bullshit on top of that, and nobody's checking. But when you look online with the views and, you know, the following, you think they winning. But you can't rock a crowd. You don't even have an inkling of how to rock a crowd. And somebody like FATMAN Scoop, again, there's no knock on him because he got hits under his belt, whether you think it's few or it's two-party joints. However you view it, he got hits. So that's what I think people should take from FATMAN Scoop, Brooklyn Clan, you know what I mean? Make hit records. It is the music business. So if you're not making hits, and to quote Nice and Smooth, we keep coming back with more and more hits. More and more hits, it's the music business. People gonna fuck with you and rock with you because of your music first, although times are changing. You know what I mean? And it's a new era, so I got a new hat to quote Hov. Nowadays you probably can get popping for doing something else. And the music don't have to be stellar.
But y'all know who it is. Popovich from Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.